different viewers, just a randomly generated number. They set it up in a certain way so that they assign this concept of Moksha with that number. And then when we sit down to do the remote viewing work, our unconscious mind has no problem tracing that number back to the associated project, which is Moksha. So it's a way that allows me as a viewer and any other viewer when operating blind to, since I don't know what it is I'm remote viewing, all my biases or information that I might have read about or books about the topic, it keeps it all out because I have no idea what I could be remote viewing. So it's a way of kind of taking a step back and keeping the data a little bit more clean as opposed to running something front loaded. And so it's one of the fairly standard remote viewing protocols, is that you really want to run projects blind whenever you can, to kind of secure the integrity of the information. It also makes it all the more fascinating when very, very specific information relevant to the topic comes out of the work, because the viewers had no idea what they were remote viewing. But when the viewers get back this concept of reincarnation in their work directly in a blind session, well, you know that you're on topic and you're on target. I'm going to go a bit over the information. I'm going to start from the top. I'm going to start from describing what the viewers, this is referred to as a group summary. So I'm taking the work that is agreed upon across the session work for the most part, and then describing first the site was the first information that we get when describing Moksha. And then there's a lot of context that came in through this project. And it's once I start getting into the information, it all makes sense because it's a very complex issue. It's not something simply straightforward, which is what the religious beliefs have, I suppose, perpetuated in the past. But so first I'm going to go over the site, and then I'm going to provide answers to a couple of the contextual questions that were answered through the work that really surprised us as viewers after the fact. And it's information, this is the type of thing when we're talking about reincarnation in general, most people tend to have a hard time believing that to begin with. But if the concept of reincarnation was difficult for you to kind of stomach, this information will be far more difficult to stomach because it's unsettling. Some of this information is a little unsettling, and there's a sense of, no, that couldn't, far out there. It's far stretched. And I think if this information wasn't attained by remote viewing by me personally, done blind, done in a very rigorous manner using a structured remote viewing technique, if multiple viewers hadn't come up with the same information describing the same mechanics, the same groups that are responsible, it would probably be even difficult for me to believe. And this is why, when remote viewers go back, they're going directly to the source. They're going directly to the underlying patterns of information that we believe make up this database or this matrix that informs physical reality. And so there's no third party, at least that we're aware of, by accessing remote viewing data. It's just the facts. And so if it wasn't, the story's pretty out there. It's pretty out there. But, just take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, use your own discernment in this. And, the purpose of this video, the purpose of this YouTube channel, and the content that I'm producing is really just to share the information so that you can make your own mind up.